Alright, welcome to another run on American Truck Simulator. Went to go make another video yesterday. Had a nice flatbed run. So it would have been a nice 30-minute video. And didn't record any fucking sound. Oh, I was so pissed at myself. But anyways, today's job is from Roswell to Albuquerque. And we're going to be hauling a load of grain. But yeah, I went to record a video yesterday, and completely didn't record the sound. So I was like, son of a fucking bitch. And so I more or less couldn't use the video that I had recorded. So, but I guess now that I think about it, I could have started it over and just did the run over again. But I went ahead and lined up this load and saved it. So I was like, I really kind of fucked myself. So I couldn't even go back and re-record the thing. So, because I was gonna record everything and have it done, last night, and then go ahead and edit it and all that kind of stuff today and put it up. But like I said, I fucked up. Didn't record no sound and save the game, so I couldn't go back and redo the run. But anyways, yeah, we're over here in Roswell. I'm gonna be heading up to Albuquerque, like I said. So we've got a load of grain here, tipping the scales at 21,500 pounds. Heading to the General Mills from 8 a.m. What kind of grain it is? Don't know. Don't know if it's corn. Don't know if it's wheat. Don't know if it's oats. Don't know. Could be Carol Baskin's missing husband for all we know. But oh man, Tiger King, Tiger King, Tiger King. Oh, that is blowing up on the old Netflix. It's the #1 watched thing on Netflix. At least that's what it was when I checked it here a couple days ago. It was the #1 watched thing. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and shut up, get on the road here. More rain. I think I need to adjust it. I had to adjust it because when I was first playing it, it never rained. I literally played this game for almost a month, no rain. So I adjusted a little bit, and I think I'm gonna end up having to readjust it down. But we're gonna get trucking here. But yeah, GrainBin finally gonna haul some grain here. Which actually, the stock, grain trailer is pretty nice. And people said it's hard to find, but for me, I just kind of found a grain load and then went into settings and adjusted it for the grain trailer instead of, just like a dry van or whatever it was originally. But no, yeah, recorded the whole video yesterday. No sound. Fuck. But I guess it is what it is. There's not much you can do about it, so. Especially when you go ahead and save it to go ahead and record this video the next day, and so you can't go back and redo the run, but I guess it is what it is. Hadn't hauled grain yet, so. But, yesterday's topics trying to think here what I talked about. Oh, now I remember. I talked about Scientology and then Bigfoot. But yeah, so basically I blathered on for no fucking reason. um, but yeah, I was watching that Scientology thing. It was the documentary. But, it was on A&E. It's on Tubi, I believe. Yeah, Tubi. And Leah Ramini, I can't remember exactly now how to pronounce her name, but anyways, the chick from King of Queens, the one that played Carrie on that show, she had this documentary and she was talking about her involvement, and she was in Scientology for 30 years, and part of the reason I fucking hate Tom Cruise is he's a Scientologist. Can't stand the dude. But yeah, I don't really care what your religion is. Don't care if you're Christian. Don't care if you're Muslim. Don't care if you're Buddhist. Don't give a shit. I don't care who the messenger was. Did you get the fucking message? So it's one of those things where you can be Catholic, don't care. You can be Muslim, don't care. You can be Buddhist. Yeah, that's on you. You can be a combination of Catholic and Buddhist. So you sit and wait for, the blood of Christ and Mass on Sunday. But that doesn't bother me. It's whatever religion you choose is fine. I will respect your religion. I respect that choice that you have, unless you are a Scientologist. Those guys are fucking whack jobs. But it's not so much. And there's abuse and there's radical and there's stupid shit in all religions. But Scientology is probably the worst out of all of them. It's one of those deals where the kind of abuse and shit is just fucking crazy. I mean, you want to leave the church of Scientology, they basically fucking destroy your life. So, I mean, I don't go to church. I was raised Catholic, but I don't go to church now. I don't believe in the whole vengeful God and God's gonna get you. I believe he's kind of just a normal person like the rest of us. I'm convinced that God is a black lady, like from the movie Shack. I watched that and kind of makes sense. But if you decide, let's say you're Lutheran, and you decide, you know what, I just don't want to be involved in the church, they're not going to ruin your fucking life or come to your house to fucking try to kill you. But yeah, it's one of those things where it's crazy. It's celebrities, right? I think Alec Baldwin's in it too, but I'm not sure. I know there's a lot of celebrities in it. There's politicians, there's, people pretty high-ranking power that are Scientologists. So the infection is not just, in everyday people. Like I said, there's a lot of celebrities involved in it. But for me personally, the amount of sexual abuse, the amount of physical, mental abuse is fucking astronomical. Scientology, fun and saying, alright. Tell me that's not a freaking brothel. Fun and saying. But anyways, yeah, it's crazy. I didn't know anything about that kind of stuff. I kind of had heard of Scientology and, heard jokes about it, but yeah, the amount of abuse in that is crazy. I mean, there was one lady, she was basically forced into it by her parents. She went and lived with this elder bishop. Basically, her parents made her live with him because she didn't want to be a part of it, and they kind of forced her into doing it. And this guy not only kind of held her captive in a room, she couldn't fucking go anywhere, she couldn't whatever. She was raped on a daily basis. And they just covered the shit up. And so when she finally gets the fuck out of there, and she tries to tell people what actually happened, next thing you know, there's people threaten her life. Her life is fucked up, and that happened to Leah. She left Scientology, and her career was destroyed because of it. So it's a fucking cult. So, and again, that's why I don't like Tom Cruise. I fucking hate him because of that. You have your freedom of choice, whatever, that's fine. If you want to practice whatever religion, that's cool. But when you're his wife at the time, Katie Holmes, telling her who she can hang out with, where she can go, what she can do, and basically controlling every aspect of her life, and had to do everything his way and everything else, yeah, I don't fucking respect you. To me, you're no different than somebody who beats his wife on a daily basis, and you should have the shit kicked out of you. My personal opinion, I think Tom Cruise should be fucking dead, and I can't stand the fucking guy. He's a dickhead. And, well, that is 90% of his movies fucking suck dick. There's literally 2 movies of his that I actually like. It's the Jack Reacher thing, not bad. Valkyrie, I don't mind that, but other than that, no, I fucking hate Tom Cruise. Especially, even more so after, seeing what he was kind of involved in, kind of his part in covering shit up, and how he treated his wife and shit like that. And that just blew me away. But, yeah, it seems like anybody who speaks out about him fucking ends up dead, or their life is completely destroyed. So basically, it's a whole group of Hillary Clintons. I hear a knock on the door. Is that Tommy? Oh shit, they're coming to get me. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. If I hang myself, it wasn't. I didn't do it. It was somebody else. It was faked, like Epstein. But but yeah, it's crazy. And the thing like about Christianity and stuff like that, do I follow the Bible to a T? Absolutely not. It was written by a crazy fuckhead. It was wrote by a person. So their interpretation could be different than mine. So to follow it to a T, no. And I think the whole point of Christianity is to kind of leave it up to yourself. You don't need to follow the strict guidelines, everything else. The Bible's not a map. Is it a tool? Yes, but it's not a roadmap to life. I'm sorry to say it, but God doesn't hate gay people. Doesn't hate transgender people. He doesn't. So if you feel that way, go fuck yourself. You cannot be a Christian and hate people. So, if you do, fuck off. You're not a Christian. So, but anyways, it's one of those things that Scientologists, they're in deep everywhere. There's, like I said, celebrities. There's senators. There's DA, agents. There's, I guess district attorneys. There's governors. It's all the way down to your everyday average person. So, but I don't know. It's one of those things that it's kind of a brainwashing thing. It's a cult. So if you're ever over at Tom Cruise's place, don't drink Tom Cruise's fucking Koolaid. I know I fucking wouldn't. So I don't know. It's one of those things. I think any religion that, quote unquote, religion that allows you to treat people like shit and allows you to control people and be able to treat people differently or abuse people, especially rape or hold them captive, I think that's not really a religion. That's a criminal group. Yeah, I just Bigfoot's more believable than Scientology. Uh, but the thing about it is their leader, or whatever the hell the one started it, was a guy who is alive now and had like a driver's license and shit like that. So for me, it's like I can call you out on your bullshit. I can be like, no, that didn't happen. You know, that's I guess the thing with Christianity. A lot of it is because it happened so long ago. You know, it is what it is. I'm not saying Jesus wasn't able to do what he was able to do, because I'm pretty sure he did. I'm pretty sure a lot of miracles happened, but it's one of those things where, you know, you can't, there's no video of Jesus walking around, you know, or at a family barbecue. It's yeah, it's, I don't know. It comes down to crazy white people. There's never any black person that does shit like that. There never is, but except for the Jacksons. But you know, they're all out of their minds. But yeah, definitely Bigfoot's more believable than Scientology. But yeah, speaking of Bigfoot, like all these shows, like Hunting Bigfoot or Finding Bigfoot or whatever, Bigfoot Hunters, whatever it is, they're entertaining to watch. Don't get me wrong, but you would think somebody would have found them by now with all these fucking shows out, and with better cameras, but like everybody's, of course, your smartphones, your cameras take 1080p or whatever, you know, video, so high def video, so it's, I don't know, you don't really hear about them a shit ton anymore. There's not a bunch of, I mean, there still is, there's still sightings, and I'm sure there's probably still videos captured, but it seems like every video is blurry from very far away and is about 6 seconds long. It's like celebrities having sex tapes pop up all the time on recorded shit like phones and stuff, but Bigfoot, no, not so much. I'm starting to think maybe Bigfoot is just very quick and he actually is blurry. I don't know. Don't get me wrong, I'm a firm believer that Bigfoot probably exists, and maybe that makes me a quack, but at least I'm not a Scientologist. But no, it's one of those things that I think, does Bigfoot exist? Yeah, probably. I think there's probably something out there. I mean, for crying out loud, yeah, there's not another way to go where I need to go unless I just, really? Holy fucking shit. So what's the damage now? On the truck, I don't care. There's a shop down there, I'm pretty sure. But anyways, I do believe he exists. You know, he's got to be out there. I mean, we didn't find out the Megalodon existed until how long? So there's all that kind of stuff. I mean, fossils. And people are like, well, you would think you'd find Bigfoot bones. Okay, yeah, maybe. But at the same time, I think there's bears out there. There's confirmed things. They're in zoos. They're in whatever. There's lions. There's everything else. How many fucking lion skeletons or bear skeletons do you see? I mean, not for nothing. I mean, they're out there every day. How many? It's one of those things, for a fossil to be formed, it's pretty rare. It's actually very, very rare. So, especially something that's around today, you hardly ever find evidence of them, but you still know that they're out there. So, I I don't know. It's one of those things you can believe what you want to believe, but I'm a firm believer that God kind of puts things here for us to keep us busy, kind of give us something to occupy time, you know, something to find interesting, something to look for, something to be, fascinated by. So, I mean, I don't really think that it's like, well, there's nothing that fantastic out there. Well, then explain like volcanoes and shit like that. That's some crazy shit that you wouldn't think. I mean, honestly, a giraffe is less believable than Bigfoot. Because if you think about it, I guess if you could say gorillas would technically then be related to a Bigfoot. I would think, if you're following that kind of genealogy and stuff. I mean, I would think so. So, I mean, what's more believable? A furry thing running around in the woods, hooting and knocking on trees? Or a spotted deer with, a long neck that's able to, reach to the upper level of a two-story house? I mean, what's more believable? I mean, if your buddy was like, I just saw like a 30-foot deer running around out there, like, holy shit, you'd be like, get the fuck out of here. I mean, are they 30 foot tall? Whatever, but you know what I mean. But if your buddy was like, I was out in the woods and I saw this furry 7-foot tall dude running around out there, you'd be like, where the fuck was it? I don't know. I think maybe my opinion is, and this is gonna probably piss people off, but I think God was like sitting there and he said to an angel, I have a great idea for a new race of humans. They're like 7, 8 foot tall, like maybe even 10, 12 foot tall, and they hoot and holler, throw rocks, hit trees, shit like that, run around, completely covered in fur, and we're gonna dot them all over the place. That's gonna be the new race. And the angel's like, that's the stupidest idea I've ever heard in my life. And of course God, after he made a few, he's like, oh, yeah, shit. Well, fuck it, there's already like a few hundred of them out there. I guess, whatever. I don't know, there's a lot of those mysteries though. I mean, Chupacabra, there's, Mothman. And people are like, well, how could you believe in that? Well, the thing about it is it's, people, civilizations have been talking about stuff like Chupacabra and Bigfoot for, 1,000 years. So it's like, since basically from like the first languages. So it's definitely a possibility that it's out there. Did I just drive all the way around? Oh, fuck yeah, I did. Oh my god, I'm stupid. I forgot to, activate the parking thing, so it would tell me where it needs to be. Oops. Oh, duh, gravel road's right here. You can just drive on that, take that over. Oh, great. No, I'm dumb. Oh, wow. Oops. Oh, you gotta be shitting me. You're gonna make me go around. Oh my god. Son of a bitch. Now I gotta go out and turn all the way around. Fucking A. Go, fuckhead. Oh. Yeah, let's just crash into something else. Already fucking smashed the shit out of myself on that little accident spot. Yeah, anyways, like I was saying, you know, people have talked about these supposed creatures for thousands of years. I mean, a chupacabra or a Bigfoot's more believable than a platypus. It's a mammal that lays eggs, has a duck bill and webbed feet, covered in fur. What? I don't know, there's like native tribes kind of basically said that Bigfoot had magical properties, so you know, hey, whatever. I mean, there is myths, there is legends, there's stuff like that. And I know there's people who are big in religion don't agree with me on that, and they tell me I'm stupid. How could I believe in Bigfoot? Well, you believe that a virgin gave birth. Not only gave birth, so a virgin, somebody who had never had sex before, gives birth, but to a baby that can walk on water. Yeah. And there's talking, burning bushes. Really? I don't know. It's one of those things that, yeah. I'm sure even Bigfoot, though, would probably not go to Tom Cruise's house. Bigfoot ain't scared of shit. Yo, dude, don't go to Tom Cruise's house. Next thing you know, you end up passed out. Why Bigfoot is from Brooklyn, I don't know. But, it's very well possible. I mean, how many things about our own life we don't understand? There's things about the human body we don't understand. So, yeah, like I said, anything's possible. But anyways, we're finally parked. So, with that, we got her in here, got her backed in. So, we're ready to go. So, like I said, what kind of grain it was, nobody knows. But, till the next run, guys. Hope you guys are doing well and everything, and hope you guys are enjoying the videos and stuff. I do enjoy making them. So, and actually, big shout out to Tim. He's been watching my videos and all that stuff, and he's been commenting my videos and stuff like that. And so, thanks, Tim, for your support. Like I said, he's watched every one of my videos and left a comment on pretty much all my videos and stuff like that. So, Tim, thank you. And to the rest of you guys, hopefully you guys are enjoying them. So, till the next run, guys, take it easy.